Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I have the 2019 Ford EcoSport. You can choose this between 4 different trim levels, but this vehicle competes against the Chevy Trax, the Honda HR-V, and the Mazda CX-3. So my question for today's video is, how does this compare to the other competition? The powertrain specs for the 2019 Ford EcoSport, you also can pick 2 different motors. You can pick a 1-liter and also a 2-liter EcoBoost. The 2-liter EcoBoost makes 166 horsepower and 149 foot-pounds of torque. It also has a 6-speed automatic transmission, and with the 1-liter, it has 123 horsepower and 122 foot-pounds of torque. So my best bet was to basically pick the 2-liter because it makes more horsepower, and as this one sits, it weighs 3,023 pounds. The feature of the 2019 Ford EcoSport. So starting with the headlights, you do have halogen headlights. You also have a LED daytime running light. You also have a automatic high beam. Your lower part of your fender here, lower part of your bumper. You also have a a incandescent turn signal, halogen headlight. You also have this brushed painted accents for the lower part of your bumper. You also have these chrome scripts for your grille. It looks pretty nice. I actually like how it looks, the design wise of the grille. Also have your Ford emblem, and the exterior color is a lightning blue metallic, which looks very nice. Blue is my favorite color, if you guys didn't know. I actually like the blue color. So we're gonna take a look at the side profile. We're in the side profile of the EcoSport. So starting with these wheels, I actually like these wheels. They actually have this gunpowder look finish to them. These are 205 50 series tires. These are Bridgestone tires, so these are good tires on the market. This is also a 17-inch rim. Your wheelbase is 99.2 inches with an overall length of 161.3. You also have side markers here on your mirror caps. These are an incandescent bulb. You also have this brushed aluminum roof rails that you guys probably can carry a bike or surfboards, whatever you guys would like to do. You guys have some black cladding here, your lower part of your door to give it more of a rugged look. So we're gonna take a look at the rear of the EcoSport. So we're at the rear of the 2019 Ford EcoSport. This is a full incandescent setup, incandescent turn signal, incandescent brake light, also incandescent reverse lights. You also have your EcoSport badge here. You do get rear parking sensors, more of that brushed aluminum plastic here, lower part of your bumper. You also have incandescent lights for your tag. You do get a standard backup camera. You have this chrome script, which I think is a nice feature to this lightning blue exterior color. You also have your Ford emblem. You also have this blade here for your rear window. This, and also forgot to mention, this is the titanium trim, which is the highest trim you guys can go on the EcoSport. You also have a 4-wheel drive system. And to open the rear back here, you guys can just pull this little lever here, and it opens. With all seats folded up, you guys are looking about a good 20 cubic feet of space, and with all seats folded down, you guys are looking about a good 50 cubic feet of space. And the seats actually don't really fold down. They kind of at an incline, but it's whatever. And you guys can also remove this floor here. You guys can set the seating up a little higher. So we're gonna take a look at the interior. So I have the key fob for the 2019 Ford EcoSport. Same standard Ford key fob. Mine is missing the remote start. I don't think you guys can actually get remote start on the actual EcoSport. So you have your unlock and your lock button, also have your panic button. So walking up to the 2019 Ford EcoSport, you guys can keep this key in your purse or in your pocket. You have these little ridges here. You guys can press these ridges to lock the door. Ford does a sensor behind the door. And you guys know how I feel about Ford's key chime. I think it's so annoying. But you guys do get a sunroof on this particular trim, which is the titanium trim, which is the highest trim level you guys can get. So starting with the door panel, you guys will have this hard touch material, the actual chrome door handle with your lock controls here. You guys will have mirror controls here. It is only express up, express down, only for the driver. You guys will have a cup holder with more additional storage. Of course, it's going to be hard touch plastic. You also have your lumbar support and your adjustability for your seating. So getting inside, you guys do have a nice sit-up height. I'm going to close the door here. Door has a nice solid slam, but the car did kind of rock this a little bit. So to start up the EcoSport, you guys can put your foot on the brake and press the start button here. It's gonna fire right up. Of course, it's gonna do the Ford key chime. You guys do have this tiny LCD display here. You also have your RPM layout as well, and also your speedometer layout. You also have your turn signal stock here. Turn on this actual AC because it's pretty cold outside. I mean, it's pretty hot outside, I'm sorry. You also have your wind wiper stocks. You have this little pad here to cycle through your information up here. As you guys can see, I have this little indentation of the actual EcoSport right here on the this LCD display here. It's kind of Spartan with the actual cluster. Let's have your speedometer, your trip 1, and different settings and stuff like that. You guys can link your phone if anything. You also have your cruise control setting, which is pretty nice. They actually give you this on this particular trim. You also have your voice commands and your volume controls all in one. There's no paddles on the wheel. This is a leather wrap steering wheel with a 3-spoke design, which I think is pretty nice. Also, you have your headlight fixture controls down here. And this is a manual tip telescoping steering wheel. Starting with the upper part of this part here, it is a soft touch material, but in other places I find it to be hard. And this is a plastic material here as well with the actual speaker cover. This does have the Bang & Olufsen sound system in it. This is also an 8-inch display, which I think is pretty cool actually on this trim right here. Of course, it does have the Sync 3 infotainment system. You guys already know how I feel about this. One day it's snappy, one day it wants to lag, but you know, Ford has just beefed it up just a little bit, and it does tell you when there's traffic congestion and all those different things like that. So going to your audio, you also have your radio presets, also have your phone presets here as well. You guys can link your phone. This does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Go to your apps here, see like find my, basically you guys can add your phone and different things like that. If you guys want to go back to home, you guys can press the little home icon there. You do have the actual navigation screen that will pop up as well. You also have a volume and tune knob, which is pretty good for the actual size. This is a single climate control. This actual climate control button here that you guys see right here is actually going to be on the 2020 Ford Escape. When I do that review, you guys will see exactly what I was talking about. You guys look at that. You guys do get 3-level heated seats, which I think is pretty cool that they give you a 3-level heated seat and also a actual heated wheel. You guys do have your auto on start feature. You guys can turn that off. You also have your stability control. You guys can turn it off. You also have this shifter here, which is also a 6-speed shifter. You guys can also manual mode with these toggle switches here. You guys can put it in sport mode. You guys put it back into reverse. You guys do have this backup camera. It's some moments I thought it was pretty clear and crisp, but it looks very grainy here, showing on the actual camera. You guys do have trajectory with rear parking sensors. Putting it back into park, you guys do have a 12-volt here as well with 2 USBs. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I actually like this brushed aluminum texture, the actual color. You also have some black piano plastic for storage tray. You guys can put some stuff in here. Your glove box is small, honestly. You guys can probably put your owner's manual in there, probably, or probably not. Actually, like the sunroof, it's pretty small. I wish they would have got a actual panel sunroof as well, but the actual sunroof is a decent size. You guys do have a glass, a sunglass holder here. I kind of find it that you have to like force it. Incandescent switches throughout the whole cabin and whatnot. But overall, you guys do have a traditional handbrake here. You guys can push it down. 2 cup holders, and then when you guys open the door, let me show you real quick. I thought, well, when I got inside the car the first time, it did light up blue around the actual cup holders. This is a ambient lighting. You have this little cube-looking storage here. I also have the center console that slides forward and back, so you guys can find a good resting place to rest your arm if you guys are going on a long road trip. And opening this is supposedly a 2-level kind of. You guys can take this tray out and reveal that it's pretty narrow in there, honestly. You guys can probably put your phone and some other stuff. I actually like that this does have leather materials for the seat. They feel good. They're not aggressively bolstered or anything like that. They are heated. I wish they were cooled, honestly. The state that I stay in, which is Florida, which is a hot state right now, but we're supposed to be transitioning over into fall, which is a nice feature. I actually like these leather seats. They do hold you in place. But we're going to take a look at those back seats because the interior in here doesn't feel too Spartan to me, honestly. I feel like everything is pretty cool and stuff, but the gauges are basically need a refresh. Ford should just give it a actual full LCD like the actual 2020 EcoSport. I mean, not EcoSport, the actual 2020 Ford Escape that's coming out within the next month or so. But overall, this interior in here looks pretty nice. Let's take a look at the back seats. So get into the rear of the Ford EcoSport. I'm gonna close the door here. The door has a nice solid slam. The same material in the front does come to the rear. It's not Spartan back here whatsoever. You do get a 150 household outlet. You also have a 12-volt, which is, I think they put in the awkward position, which is on the right side of the vehicle. I would at least thought they would have put it here. You do not get no rear vents back here. You do get 2 dual mount pockets. Also have a sunroof, which lets in a little bit more lighting but it doesn't, I'm not too sure if it comes way to the second row. The same leather material does come to the second row that's in the front seats. You guys do get 2 cup holders with a nice padded armrest to rest your arms. Overall, and also you guys can put these little tabs here to lift up the seat. So I guess you guys can put some storage, but I wouldn't recommend putting anything here because it don't look like anything's supposed to go there. Also, what this seat does, it does flip up too, the one I'm sitting on, but it's kind of hard to actually flip the seat up. Ford rates the legroom back here at 37.5 inches of legroom, which is pretty decent in this in this class. It doesn't look like it's 37 inches of legroom back here. It feels tight, but this is like with the seat adjusted to my driving ability, so I do have plenty of knee room. Talking pricing for the 2019 Ford EcoSport, base price starts off at $27,610, including destination, which is $1,095. This does have the 408 package, which includes those 17-inch rims. I like those 17-inch rims. They're pretty nice. So if you guys are on the market for a 2019 Ford EcoSport, you guys can come to Ford of Kendall. Also ask for Shelton, and thank you, Shelton, for providing me with the 2019 Ford EcoSport. Also, make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at Drive One Reviews, and please keep subscribing to Drive One Reviews YouTube channel. I'll catch you all in the next video. Okay. You also have LED markers on here on your side mirror caps. They are incandescent. Did I say LED? So we're on the side profile of the 2019 Ford EcoSport. So starting with these wheels, these are Bridgestone tires. These are what are these?